I left.
Yeah, I
left.
left.
Oh, I just pressed reconnect.
Oh,
Should we just do it again without Aurelion? Or should we try it again with Aurelion Soul? Or should we just...
Do you think if you try reconnecting, it will come back?
I don't know.
So are we reconnecting or what?
Should we make the lobby? Let's just remake the lobby.
So we don't reconnect?
No.
So
How do customs work?
How
dude?
you
Is
gonna
it gonna?
read
Is it gonna like? Is it gonna? I don't know. I'm about to just relog. Hold on. Hey, everyone has to leave. If everyone leaves, does it stay?
That's what I wondered.
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm gonna get banned for leaving game.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm still in the
Automatically makes me reload.
There we go.
Oh,
there we
there
go.
we go.
Do you guys reconnect or?
I'm reconnecting. I exited out of my league client completely. And automatically relogged me into the match.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell them like just fast bans and then just pick the same champs. Doesn't matter.
I think it's reconnecting me into the match. What's happening? Hold on.
Champs. So try Aurelion again.
Honestly, I really don't see why not. It's not like it's an all-around bug, or they would cancel that
Can
champ.
we just go blind pick? Can we just do custom?
Yeah,
blind
just
as
do
is?
blind.
We're live now.
And then we finally get back in the game, and it's another pause.
Yeah, watch fucking. Grandpa have no
I feel
balls
like
again.
the pause, like I feel like the DCs happen way more at night for some reason.
Chill, bro. I'm trying.
Like in the mornings before I use haste, I'd only DC like.
Oh.
Count blue set, John.
So that counts as a forfeit for them, right? I mean, it was them who saw the bug.
They should have just toughed it out and dealt with my invisible balls.
Yeah.
Wow, we're famous.
So it's not much of a show right now.
Easy peasy. If they still can't see your balls, we're just gonna have to repick a different champ or something.
Alright.
Well, no, they're just gonna toughen it. I'll be like, I see my balls.
But if it happens again, that's a second forfeit for them, and we automatically win, right? That's what you gotta
Control, bro.
Yo, Shane.
What?
Did Christian ever get you Arby's?
No.
Bastard.
What'd you call me? Honestly, what can you expect from a broke college student?
Can afford haste, right?
The free trial, yeah. Spent all my money on pants.
Well, let's try this invade again. They'll never expect it.
Alright, I'm going straight to the middle.
Yeah. This way. Yeah, we're in game.
You still have to wait 2 minutes, anyways. Like, doesn't
If it's
matter.
a custom, I think you can do it.
Wait, wait, shut up, Riley. Christian, where are you going?
Yeah, I got shoutcast, bro.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that didn't hit?
It's been Test, test, test. Oh, shit. There we go. I guess I forgot to turn on mic. Haha, mic check is good now, though. Alright. Should be good now. Alright, cool, 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 cool. Alright, so we got my comms back on, actually working fine here. We got the music in the background. Hey there, what up? What, no DJ gigs tonight, Inferno? But as I was saying earlier, Snow, the bottom team is representing the University of Anchorage, Alaska. This is our home team, the UAA Wolves. Whereas top team, Razzle, Dazzle, they're a local team. There are 6 teams in the summer series that have signed up to compete. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully, if things go well, we can have the finals in person at the campus, but we'll see how that goes. But for the most part, we will be streaming these live, mostly in the evenings. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, that first, blood almost went to Aurelian Soul against the Lux, but Lux had to back off under tower. Aurelian Soul survived without burning any abilities. Jinx bottom lane did burn Flash about a minute ago from now. The finals would be, well, with the team matches, basically the team's captains have to coordinate with each other to figure out what days they want to have their matches. So there's no set days exactly like larger tournaments would. So this is more of a leisurely summer series that's happening. So depending on how many games will be played throughout the series, it will then depend on, again, like I said, the availability of each team, what the days are. But as far as the finals, that's unknown to me. Like, I'm not the host of it. It's the president of our club that's hosting the series for the most part. I'm just here for the stream support. Alright, I think I have to pause. Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, stream delay. Just trying to make things. Alright, also Snow. I'd have to get with our president, Snow. I mean that, or if you send Christian in the server a message, he'd be able to let you know. But Aurelia's going in for that Lux, but Lux goes for the snare, but Aurelian has that shield, but had to use his barrier. But yeah, so they broke that fight up. Having a little rumble in the jungle there without the rumble around, because there is no rumble. But oh, that is a kill for bottom lane. Assist by Nami. Yeah, that's right, bot lane, Yasuo Nami. You've been probably wondering, where's the normal ADC, long range poke? Nah, bot lane is aggressive as it can be. So, most likely bottom lane, just how their playstyle is, they'll go for that first tower compared to every other lane. But, I mean, it's going to be a war of attrition there. Middle lane, I mean, Aurelian Soul, I think, as long as he just builds up a little bit of that magic resist. Oh, Lux did burn her flash though, he got the stun, and he does the knockup and ignite. But he does not get the kill. She'll survive that though. Yeah, I mean, I've been out of the game for a while. I mean, my big season was 2, maybe 3 seasons ago I peaked and got into gold. Good times, good times. Whatever season it was that Victorious Maokai was the reward for gold. But, I mean, after that, it just kind of tanked, especially since Overwatch came out. I mean, I've been focused on that Overwatch 5 seasons of gold placing and finals, and then 5 seasons of platinum afterwards. But I myself, I've been 50 to 60 points from diamond for my first time. I mean, I'm more familiar with shooter games in general, but I mean, the combination of abilities, you know, mixing like MOBA, you know, skills, I guess you could say, with shooter capabilities is a difference, but I mean, it is what it is. Everyone has their own game. So top lane just doing their thing, farming up, pushing and wave. Middles though kind of support River. I honestly thought Aurelion Sol was gonna go in on that, but nope. Oh, does she live? She does not. Graves had to do the flash though. Zach comes in and just walks out of lane. Nothing he can do really at this time, or middle lane from blue side, because their wave was just pushed in the tower, all low minions. Well, Graves tries to go for the dragon now with Nami, so you get the Jinx and I almost said Zach. Fucking. I honestly can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. I'm gonna go with Catfish. So red team though will contest the dragon, push Graves and the rest off of that. Unless Yasuo can dash in and take it, there's no way they're gonna contest it. Wukong's there with the smite. I will say I have noticed after some of the patches and the updates that taking Scuttle has been a lot easier and quicker. Top lane not contested at all with that Aurelia pushing. He is going to go for that teleport, but it is 2 hits away. Zach goes in with the ult. Yasuo with his ult counter. They're gonna try to fight it, but Blue is struggling just a hair, but Jinx is dead. Graves does show up eventually with the support. Catfish does flash to get out of there. Lux coming in with the ult and snare. Aurelia does get the kill. She barely survives. Oh, Lux may be in some trouble. She does get slowed. Why? Why Aurelion Sol? Does he get the double? Does he get the double is the question. His passive is too strong for them to handle. Oh, he is down. Oh, he is not. Just in time, his Z comes up. So 1 tower for blue. Red has not yet taken a tower themselves, but they are trying. So Yasuo back mid here just to keep waves under control. Not necessarily to fight the Lux at this moment. He does need to back out. He is going to get collapsed on both by the Zac and the Wukong actually going top and not staying mid river. Oh, he's invading jungle on Graves.
I know.
So they do get that kill mid lane, and they continue pushing in on tower. Blue team might be able to get mid tower, but we'll see. Yep, they do back off. Tower is quarter, well, a little bit more than a quarter away. Oh, the slows to the Wukong for days. He does flash and he does not. Oh, Graves. Ooh, thirsty. Creamy coconut with that flashy emblem. Mid does go down though eventually after that struggle back and forth, and red team does split off. Red team does need to try to at least get that Aurelia shut down, but they haven't been having luck with that. And they do at least shut down the Yasuo. Nami might be in trouble, but no, red team does not follow. So blue's gonna probably try to group up, go for Baron, but we'll see. No. Well, Aurelian wanted to go for it. They should collapse mid. Zac is out of position, but he does get back in time. Aurelia still continuing to push top lane. Jinx and Wukong probably will chase out after. We'll see. Everyone actually falling back for the support top lane. Well, actually, well, they're gonna have the two top lane while the rest try to contest, but to no avail does that work. Zac waiting for that moment. Locks down the Zac hard. Zac does go down. Wukong does not make it out either. So that is a double for blue. And Yasuo just barely misses that one. And they continue the chase onto red. Aurelian going after the Jinx. She can't stop that. They should just regroup and take mid or push top. Yasuo pushing bottom though on his own. He's got that wave there. And he might be... Nope. Nope. He won't be able to take tower. Really continue to push mid, and the top is being left alone from blue. Just back and by. Nami helping out a little bit. Does get a little snagged there, but she will escape that one. No chasing from red side either. Yasuo recalling back low and has gold. Yeah. Graves continuing just to farm up his jungle. Really, it is alone though. There are 3 within the 2 lanes there. So she's got to be careful there. Don't push up too far without anyone near close enough at all. Like, she will be caught out. Might be able to get away, but she doesn't want that. She's on a roll. Does walk past that ward. He does see that coming in. He goes double. And does, well, he does pop the ult to get out. Yasuo, I mean not Yasuo, excuse me. Yep, Yasuo and Nami bot still pushing along. Wukong and Lux coming bot, collapsing on him. He does bring him into the ult. Oh, Nami does survive, but won't fear for a minute. Oh, there she goes. Yasuo does get the kill on Zac too. Gets the knock up, the double stun, and the double kill. With no one left to contest them, they will take that tower. Blue team with pretty much a 10k lead on gold as well, with 20 minutes in the game. Really, probably... Nope, she will get the support of the minions in time to continue taking that. Zac's going to try to contest, but we'll see what happens here. With Jinx on her way, she's going to get slowed. Both parties. I'm going to try to fight it out. Oh, she gets the one. She goes for the double. She gets the double. Really, it is a beast. Yasuo making out with just a sliver of health. Wukong trying to get some farm to get caught up, but not much. I mean, this has been pretty much one-sided for most of the game. There have been some good attempts from top red, but I mean, overall, they have been struggling against our home team. Yasuo does show presence, does think he wants to go after that Lux, but Lux does get that snare off of him. Zac trying to find a positioning there while taking Raptors. They will collapse and take Raptors from him. Yasuo is going to get taken out of that fight real quick. That snare and ult from Lux just will do it. So at this time, this is a 5, well, I mean, it's a 3v3, so both teams do have members missing. Trying to clear and set up for that next spawn for the dragon. Baron is still up. No one has really gone after that. Zac does go in on the back line. Lux with her ult again, but no one's going to get taken out by that. Teleport and the Jinx ult goes off on Nami directly. They are trying to peel. They do get that peel, but unfortunately Zac does get taken out, but his passive will let him get back in the game. Blue team is struggling just a little bit, but they do get that Wukong re-engaging right now and seeing what they might be able to do. They have caught Zac out, but he will be taken. Actually, Lux will be taken out. Graves does solo that dragon by himself. They'll continue pushing here mid. Graves coming back up to mid. Actually, they are just going to decide to disengage. Yasuo alone, no heals on him. Yasuo is just trying to continue pushing this mid lane, but he needs to get out. He is low. He has no one near for support. If anything happens, he will get caught out, and no one will be able to keep him up. Aurelia still continuing to push top, though. Aurelia coming through the river with Nami clearing, and probably going to get that support. Drink's trying to get caught up and farm. Most of them trying to get caught up and farm on red side. Also, it does land that ult and his knockup, and they do get that kill. Nami with the assist in the ult. Not necessary though. Red not engaging at all, so no benefit off of that. Nami gonna wander in, trying to poke that Lux a little bit, but no luck on that side. Aurelia thinking she might be able to take on this Jinx here, but I mean, without minion wave, might not be able to do a whole lot. Yes, she can tank the minion damage, but she doesn't want to if she doesn't have to. Zac looking for a positioning to come in on the Aurelia. He is just going to continue. Okay, he's just going to go place the ward and try and get it deleted right off the bat. All of red, though, near Aurelia. Aurelia is chasing a little bit just to get their attention, while blue can continue pushing top jungle. Mid tower about a good couple shots away from getting taken down. Sorry. There we go. My splitter was not fully plugged in there. Alright, so yeah. As I was saying, I had to get back. Had to grab a cup of water there. Voice was getting a little bit dry. But yeah. Hello, Nubius. Whatever. Or no bad. But Cardiaga 907. As far as my knowledge, I mean, I'll check with the the bracket lead being our president, Christian, and seeing if there's a match after this. I'm gonna guess after this there's gonna be another one. I'm not the one running it. I'm only assisting in casting, so I'm not sure if each time there's a match it's 2 of 3. I assume so. Let's take a look here. Out of game finally. They are in champ select again, so yes, 2 of 3. So we'll look at the stats here after the match, seeing what happened there. I mean, Zach only upgrading his jungle item, continuing to have potion, massage, cloth, and boots upgrade. But other than that, he had no damage. He didn't really have much armor either, too. I mean, like 400 plus health, 15 armor, magic resist. He was struggling, honestly. Yeah, I mean, if you want to hop in our server, the UAA Esports Club server, and I'm going to actually make a separate voice channel just for the casting, just so people don't, wander in without knowing what's going on. And you can come in on this, and we can spectate. The times might be a little bit different since we're not watching same setup casting, which is what most tournaments do in series, but I mean, we can definitely try. In the meantime, while we're waiting and they're in lobby setting up for next match, let me make that casting. Hail Hydra.
What's going on?
Is this noob? From Twitch? Is this who it is? Hydra?
Well, what's going on?
Are you
Sorry.
were you the one on Twitch?
Nope, I am not on Twitch.
Oh, okay. I'm about to make another voice channel here for someone else to join me for casting.
Alright.
Howdy, howdy.
I'm gonna be voice casting for
What was that?
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can. You went from the voice channel I was in into general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I made a new voice channel for casting only, so people don't just
Where is
wander.
that at?
I mean, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gave you the direct link to the voice casting one, and then like
It
all of a
just
sudden you went
put
to
me in the
general. I was like,
general
what? Yep, they're in champ select right now.
Okay, I'll spectate Laszlo's match.
Okay,
Oh, I
so-
can't spectate the game.
No, because they're in lobby still. They're in champ select. You can't spectate while in champ select.
Oh yeah, that's right. you want to hook it up on TV, you can hear me voice casting.
We are up to 6 viewers on Twitch right now. Earlier, right before the matches even started, we were up to 8, and then they just shrunk down to 3, and now we got a few more viewers back up. Hello there, viewers again. Hopefully you guys are having a good, quiet evening. So, if you guys can hear me, we do have another person joining me this evening for some commentary. And, what should I call you, good sir?
I'd say just call me, it's my nickname, Moto. I'd probably just go by that.
Alright, well hello Moto.
Either that or Lotus, because I think I'm going to change that to my call sign here in a couple weeks.
I just had to. I'm sorry, Moto.
It's all good.
So, you were saying in this Twitch chat that you were going to be playing tomorrow on Team Maelstrom. Tell me a little about your team.
We're going to try to.
Give our viewers a little bit of an insight. What do you guys normally like to do?
We've had some quality practice time together, but other than that, we're probably just doing what every other team is doing. Just, I don't want to give too much away here because obviously.
Well, yeah. Just give us just a small, brief synopsis.
Just communication. Just focusing on communication, when to make the right plays, etc. We're really heavily oriented around communication between not only like one other person, but as a whole team. You know, when team fights start to break out, or just what kind of calls do we want to make. We're really emphasizing on communication right now.
I mean, communication is just a key in most of these, MOBAs and other games. So, I mean, as long as those can stay solid.
This is all of our first time coming together, like playing on an actual team. So other than like, in regular games, if you're playing like solo ranked or anything like that, you don't really rely on communication that much. So this is kind of something new for all of us, I believe, is talking through the voice comms, and especially when team fights break out, how is that going to work with everyone shouting something into the voice comms at the same time?
Hopefully someone's not calling for a tank right off the bat, because we have all seen that happen before, and it's like, why are we fighting the tank when we should be diving the backline or going off onto their jungler?
Alright, say that again. I was looking at something else.
I was saying that, hopefully no one is, focused on, calling out for the tank, to focus. I mean, you should look out and call for the, about their tank, to get, to back off from, but, not to dive, because, no one wants to dive the tank, because that doesn't ever work out well at all. So it does look like they have begun. They are in game, 8 seconds in.
Alright,
So
I'll hop on right now.
So we can. Okay, nope. It not giving me to spectate yet. Oh, there it goes. It is now allowing me to spectate.
What's it looking like for you? I think I just hopped into the match.
Well, I'll let you know here.
It's showing me the tournament draft right now. It's
yep,
that's spectator delay.
That's how it's going to be there. I mean, even if it's a not tournament draft for normal, you got your 2-minute delay.
What is your timer at right now?
208, 207, 206, 205.
Yeah, mine literally just now hit 2. I tried to time it so it would hit 2 as soon as I said that. So I think we're on the right time.
I might be probably 3 to 4 seconds behind, just a little bit.
Okay. Well, no worries.
As long as we can, I mean, that few seconds apart shouldn't matter a whole lot. But, I mean,
no.
The home team did take that first round against Razzle, Dazzle. I mean, Razzle, Dazzle was struggling. I mean, they were getting...
Yeah, I caught the tail end of that match, so...
But we'll see what happens this time. This time around, looks like they're going to be running the Trundle top. from home team
Mm,
for
to
actually
me,
no.
it still looks like Trundle has Smite.
Oh, yep. I just saw that now. Christian is going jungle Trundle this time around, and
Alright, so since we have a
Rengar
little bit before
top,
we get into the
interesting.
match here,
unless it's
Since-
Rengar bot, I'm gonna go top though. That's my call on that.
yeah, against the volley, I wonder how that's going to go. So since we have a little time here before we actually get into the match, I want to talk about the comps. Based off of each team's comps, which one do you think has a better opportunity to win this game? Also, seeing as what you saw from the last game.
I mean, the way Team Razzle Dazzle has more of a tank-heavy team compared to the home team. You know, Trundle.
Which one's home team? I can't see the team names above them.
If you're looking at the two teams, they're on your right. You're gonna see Summoner 1, 2, and then it goes Christian, Summoner 4, 5. Christian 907. He is the president of the UAA Esports Club, so he's their team captain.
I only see Laszlo's name. Which one's Laszlo on? Because I
Okay.
actually have Laszlo on my friends list.
Yeah, I guess since I'm
He's playing
spectating Christian, it's showing his name only. Yeah, so I'm not getting everyone's name. But once we load here, which it looks like it is loading in,
Yeah, it's loading up right now.
so it looks like for a second we peaked up to 7 viewers, but we're now at steady 6. Hello again, viewers. All right, so we got teams now. So it looks like, yep. So Laszlo is part of the home team for the UAE Wolves. So, I mean, their main tank's going to be the Trundle. Rengar,
and then,
he can get a little bit tanky, but not necessarily like what he's
No,
geared
and
for.
I don't know how they're going to make the Rengar pick work because they don't have something like a Lulu to where you can combine the Rengar leap and Lulu's ult or anything just for the Rengar to go in safely. They got a lot of poke with the Ezreal, Brand, Annie, and Trundle and Rengar is going to be the only front line, so I'm wondering how Lookout is going to be playing this Rengar, how he's going to build, and how because he's running Ignite too, so I'm wondering if he's going for lane.
Oh, game is paused, so it looks like there might have been a DC.
Yeah, that's something we talked about. Just me and my team captain about what happens if there's a DC, because I know GCI is having issues with right now about those DC issues, about like 1 per game for anyone who's on the GCI servers. And so I'm really glad that they decided to go ahead and implement the pause option here.
Well, yeah, I mean, no one, wants to have a game you go in and it's like, well, there's no pause, that means we can then just have free roam. Oh, sorry, you guys don't have a player connected. No, that's not sportsmanlike at all, so, yeah.
No,
I mean,
and
that's
I'm glad
our
it's
only
something
real
that
rule that
everyone's
we can
agreed
do to, deal with the whole connection issue. So, red team is going to go to
They're
both
looking for
teams.
an early invade.
Both
Oh,
teams. Yeah,
I
this
looked
is what
for
happened
an
last
early.
time too in the first game. Both teams went to South River, and
I
they
feel like
duked
red
it out.
team would have the advantage.
They're rotating, and
They
home team
are.
has the top. So home team from last game, which was blue bot lane, is now top red. So they're going to probably trade buffs maybe if they don't do anything.
Or I wonder if red team or blue team, they're both going to either stay in each other's respective jungles and try to just take the bust, or if one's going to give up and say, hey, let's just go back, and then we might get an early fight.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell both teams have warded each other's jungles on their buffs.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be kind of I'm not dissing on any of the teams, but they should have had someone at least ward the top side.
Oh,
When
they do get
that
sights
red
on
team
each
red-
other though. There
Red
is
team
an early
check,
stun, a little
yeah.
bit of damage traded, but they're gonna both back off and go to their respective jungles.
Yeah. Now Trundle's definitely going to need that leash after taking some damage.
Yeah,
I don't know
he's
if that's
getting
gonna
assists
bag.
from both Brand and Ezreal, so that's gonna go down pretty quick. So from what you could tell when you tuned in just a little bit ago before this match started up, I mean, I'm not running on, you know, top of the line GCI red like I was before in the past. I've changed some of my plans and whatnot, so I don't know. I looked on my phone on the stream and it looked like it was stable, but the picture quality was a little bit hazy, a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you confirm that?
Sure. Hold on. There's a fight going on in the river. Kane versus Trundle. Trundle's definitely winning the fight. Katarina's rotating down. So is Carrot. Oh, might be an early kill.
They are going to get that first blood to Trundle, but Trundle is going to take out as well.
Unless Annie. Oh,
She's
Katarina
gonna.
had to flash for that.
Was that her flash or a shampoo?
I think that was both. Yeah, she used both to get that.
Lasso is going to. Oh, flash and get taken out as well. So blue team is taking the lead this time.
They're about even with gold. It looks like they. Oh no, they're not gonna get that kill on Lucian.
No, he's gonna pop his ult. I mean, not his ult. Excuse me, his heal.
Even though they got those 2 early kills, they're still about even in gold. Red's about. They're both, you know, about 100 gold within each other. Bot lane's definitely taking a lot of. The bot lane's red side definitely has the advantage here. They have the superior poke and the fact that Lucian and Carrot's already low. They had to pop their potion. Oh, looks like Volley might get a killer here on the Rengar.
No, he's gonna pop his heal ability. I mean, the whole Rengar and the Volibear, I want to know what their thoughts were on that. I mean, Volibear, between his passive and just being tanky as, like, one of the tankiest. All he has to do is build
some armor, and he's gonna win the fight. He wins dragged out fights. Rengar's an assassin. He wants to, you know, get in and get out as fast as he can.
Exactly.
So I'm really curious as to why they did go with that pick.
I mean, unless he does some crazy hybrid build, but I doubt it. I mean, maybe he might be trying to work with Trundle early game to shut down the Volibear so he can get enough damage just to go through Volibear, but we'll see what happens with that.
Bot lane taking heavy damage. Luce is probably going to be forced to back out if he stays. That's just going to be killed. Katarina not taking an even trade there in mid lane.
No, Annie probably will win the mid lane fight over in the long run, but I mean, as you can tell, she did take that damage from Katarina, but I mean,
they win about even in that trade right
it
there,
can. This matchup probably is going to be a skill matchup for the mid lane.
Yeah, definitely. But it seems like other than top lane, red team has the advantage in pressure, especially in bot, because of that poke is devastating. I know how just aggravating brand support can be.
Yeah, brand support has been always an interesting one to see.
But it's surprisingly really good in my opinion, because yeah, it doesn't offer any concrete like single click CC. It's more of a skill. It's a skill shot, so you know it definitely takes. You need some skill to land it, but if you can play it off right and you can always land that, so you're gonna at least have help someone which will give you pressure.
So it looks like everyone's just pretty much kind of farming, poking a little bit with each other. They're gonna try to.
Got a little bit of a gold lead, and I think that's due to Ezreal's Kleptomancy. Because no, red team did get that first blood.
Yeah, red team got the first blood with the Trundle.
Yeah, so that's probably adding to some of that.
Well, definitely. I mean, getting that first blood, you know, first gold, pretty much, you know, set them ahead as much as they could, even though they didn't win the trades on the kills.
So what I want to see from red team is what are they going to do with this Rengar pick, because he's not really winning trades much on the top lane right now.
I mean, he did get a little bit of that damage off on the volley and missed his snare, but volley just slows him and heals and shrugs it. I mean, again, if he doesn't have that, you know, armor pen, I mean, he is getting that damage as you can tell, but his passive does go off and the ignite and bite. Actually, scratch that. I said an Ignite. He doesn't have Ignite. That was just all
No.
his ability.
Yeah, no, once Volibear stacks up that passive, it hurts a lot.
So blue team's gonna go. Yeah, gonna break. Not even contested. Well, red team's just gonna continue
Red team
pushing.
doesn't have any vision around the dragon.
Yeah, that's a free drag for blue.
Yeah, no, they don't have any vision down there, so that was a super easy take for them. If they had vision, they could have at least contested it and gotten the dragon again in the back off the dragon.
Well, I guess for them too, they just want to continue keeping their presence on that bottom lane and keeping, you know.
Yeah, Katarina and Canna looking to make a roam down bot. They don't have any vision in the river bush, but they do have vision in the tri bush, so they know
They're going to get a heavy gank here from two others.
Oh yeah. Very nice play bot lane. Blue team made a comeback after that 500 goal lead. They got a Drake too, and an Infernal one, mind you, so that's a high priority objective.
Oh yeah,
Really
so
good
they get the
rotation,
extra damage.
Take on the dragon. I like what the blue team did there. I like that double roam with the Katarina and Kane.
Yeah.
Just to ensure that they
Bleach was showing his dominance there with his emblem. Yeah, from my understanding before the game started this evening and listening to the home team in their channel before I changed channels is they were just doing some research into shutting down Razzle Dazzle's top laner, Creamy Coconut. Yeah, he's their plat player while the rest on their team are all silvers, but I mean, nonetheless, you know, a team, it doesn't matter what rank they're as long as they can fight and communicate to the best of their abilities, they can be pretty still lethal.
Yes, that's what was heavily discussed in our team, is that rank doesn't really matter to us right now. We're mainly focusing on how to play well as a team and how we can look to, you know, win this tournament.
I mean, as for things like being a spectator and a commentator for the series a little bit throughout the time, and also one of the... He is going to get the double kill. Oh, Brand does flash out. He does get away.
Oh, Lucian had to...
Oh, Lucian does do the flash. But, I mean, as far as me, I'm not competing. I'm just observing. And it's just nice to see this kind of, you know, series happening for our club. Because our club is so young. We formed last year. And we're just trying to, you know, do as, you know, these different events for the community as much as we can. And having growth in our community for our club and just people that want to participate.
Yeah, that too. I feel like this would help get UAA more into the kind of like esports scholarships, because yeah, there's a lot of you know, scholarships, you know, for other regular sports, but I feel like an esports scholarship would do really well for UAA, because there, even though there's not many you know, pro gamers in Alaska, there are still people who have that dream of going into esports.
Yeah, I mean,
which me, I'm one of them.
Yeah, because we've had, you know, when we formed the club, it was formed pretty much with League of Legends players, but, I mean, it's open to anyone in the community and also students, but the perks of being a student, you know, you can be an officer and you can also be a player on a team if you would like to. And showing the growth with the club overall in time, hopefully will show UA that, hey, you know, is it possible we can start having scholarships? We're having people from other states coming to UA for, you know, programs for business or engineering, and they're also, you know, participating on these teams. You know, other universities around the nation are already offering scholarships from, you know, a couple grand to full rides. And Alaska always being the last on the list of, you know, what's new, you know, what can we change, and, you know, this is one of those things.
But I do like, though, that we're coming together, we're possibly turning this into something great. Red team gets the
That was some good coordination from red team there, trying to get caught up. Katarina goes with the ult, trying to get that kill, and does get it.
Right up in the top lane, volley straight with the guy Rengar into tower. See, that's why I'm really confused by the red team's pick, is why would you pick a Rengar into a volley there? I didn't see the picks, but
I mean, we didn't either. I mean, both of us didn't because we can't go into champ select. So they may have got thrown off thinking volley was going to go jungle, and then Khan going top. I mean, I see him more in the jungle, but sometimes I've seen some people go top with him.
Even though neither of these teams, none of the teams in the tournament are a pro team, but I do want to see what red team, how they're going to come back from that. Because they get into a lane where Rengar's not doing very well, so where are they going to try to bring Rengar back somewhere and stabilize the lane, or are they going to try to focus on other lanes and just let Rengar farm until he can get a couple
well, yeah, I mean, Rengar has pretty much lost his lane. Like, there's not much he can do. I mean, he's only 97 farm. He's 0-3. He's got his team out and, just a few damage items, but nothing major. He doesn't have any real armor pen at all with his build going on. I mean, yeah, he's top on the list for farm, but I mean that doesn't really do a whole lot if he continues to get shut down.
So basing off of where the teams are at right now, who you predict is going to win this game?
I'm not too sure yet. Like, oh, that is a heavy dive onto red. Red team couldn't even get anything off of that.
No, they weren't able to. They got the dragon too, blue team.
I mean,
so even before that happened, I was already thinking blue team. I think they have the advantage right now because they've won one of their solo lanes. Rengar's still behind. Volley free to make throws. Was able to help him get the dragon there and for that team fight.
Well, Rengar is on his tower right now, so I don't know if he's gonna be able to do much getting that, or if he's just gonna poke it and get out because you got that top wave going in.
I think that's a good trade, even though that Rengar may be getting damage on turret. Yeah, he got it.
Ezreal just did play them a little bit, but he's gonna go down after that poke.
I wasn't able to see the flame. Was it a BN, like, standing emote, or?
I mean, he was standing there, and then he blinked over another section, but then Kane did use his ult, and then he did get the assist from Brand that came down in the lane just in time.
And then basing off of where the teams are at right now, I feel like blue team definitely has an advantage, especially with anyone's game. But I feel like right now blue team has the advantage. They have two Drakes, they have really good coordination on their game, and when they take a tower or an objective or anything, Volley shoves in this top lane, that's really good. Rengar's forced to farm it. Rengar doesn't have any presence on the map. And I don't think he's at a point right now to where he can be viable enough to one-shot one of the carries. So one lane is completely down, and I'm wondering how red team they're going to come back from that.
Yeah, I mean, Rengar did get that top tower, but, I mean, he is still far behind. So, since both towers are down, he has that flexibility to just kind of roam a little bit and assist more, but, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, if done right, he can get caught up, but, I mean, that's depending on how many times he assists. He's just going to be locked down. Like, there's nothing he can do to get out of that. Brand didn't get that stun on Lucian. If he did, that probably would have been a kill.
Stun, that was his ult. I could see what he was trying to do there, but that was a really bad play on his part, missing that ult.
I mean, Trundle getting caught here now, and it's a 3-1 fight. Brand does try to poke in, but nothing he could have done. I mean, they're getting to the point where they're far enough ahead, they're just going to outscale them.
They are.
I mean, right here, all the pokes on volley in the world, and he still is not going to die. He's going to flip roar, and he's going to do the crunch and get the kill.
Fran missed his Q there when he flashed. That was a really bad play. I hate not trying to
Oh, the dominance. Yeah, this is, unless red team is able to pull off some good coordination and picks here, they're behind a lot, and it's probably going to be Blue's game this time around, which will be then tallying the score up to 1-1.
So they would most likely have a tiebreaker match?
They're going to have a tiebreaker match unless red is able to make this one happen.
I really like to see if red can come back from this. They are behind drastically though. They're behind 2 turrets, 2 dragons, and blue team has about a 4k gold lead. I feel like red team really needs to work on their communication and their coordination. And
Yeah, I don't know what
better
happened,
tactics, too.
like, in this game. Like, watching the first game, the home team with Lazo, like, they seem to have a lot better coordination. But I think because of what happened early game, shook them up a little bit to the point where they haven't been able to do the same.
Yeah.
And Rangar is going to pop his ult to try to get out, but, I mean, he's going to have to burn that flash, yeah, just to get out of that. I mean, his entire team is now top lane to help him out. That's how much presence they have to do to get rid of this Volibear for a little bit.
And that's not good because blue team can take somewhere else around the map, either get vision, flame, objectives,
The Katarina does miss the. Oh my god, they were so close on that Ezreal with that kill, but they just missed it a hair. Volibear is just going to say, I don't want a part of this. I'm going to get out even though I could stay in it.
I see red team pinging for dragon. They do know it's about to come up, so I'm wondering if this is where they're going to make
Blue already got it warded.
objectives are up.
They're going to sweep here.
Red team is behind though, so they need to be really cautious about this.
You got that double ward there. I mean, Blue's spread out, so they're not able to contest on this one, which is good for red. It gives them a chance to slowly get caught up.
No, it's Infernal too, so that gives them a little bit of fighting power back. But
Yeah, I mean, they need to recall and get out of there once they take those objectives because Rengar is getting pushed in hard on that Volibear.
Really cool.
So blue's all pretty much grouped up north jungle, red's grouped up center lane. So we gotta see who decides to go for what, be it objective or pushing lanes. So they're gonna try to make something happen on his Volibear, it seems like, since Volley's split from the rest of the team, but Rengar's not there either. Okay.
If you don't mind, I'm fixing this up really quick.
So maybe Volibear's plan for a second there was just to pull the red team away from their home. Oh, here it comes. The flashes. Lazo with that kill there, so that helps out tremendously. So they're just going to back off. Oh, there it goes. My screen froze for a second while audio was still going.
So I think right now this is a matter of team fight, coordination, objective. I think a lot of looks like red side definitely has been worded. I feel like their vision should have been shifted towards blue side's jungle though. I can understand why there'd be visions in their jungle because the top and middle lane are pushed in as far as towers are going. But I definitely feel like they should have warded up to blue side, west jungle. I like to think it's like northeast, but that's been south.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if they maybe awarded top river more and tried to use that to, you know, assist the Rengar early on, but they didn't do that.
No, it looks like Rengar's still going for damage here. I don't think he has enough to... I think if he's able to pick someone off, someone who's running around their own, like Lucian and Katarina. I know, definitely not the Cat, because Cat can easily 1v1 the Rengar. I don't think he's
Yeah, no, she can 1v1 pretty much everyone except for the Trundle. I mean, again, the Ana is up to skill. Annie, if I said Ana, I'm sorry. Lee, Overwatch. So they're just gonna try to keep their presence mid lane while Rengar is trying to get caught up, it seems like, in some farm. I guess Rengar looks like he's deciding to join the real fight.
Rengar, yeah, definitely has some volley data. I just noticed that. Although volley makes up for it with the kills. So they're about to, no, volley definitely has more gold than Rengar, even though he does have more CS.
You know, I mean, even though he's got the
Oh,
more kills, I mean, the more farm, it doesn't mean a whole lot while he's been behind and Volibear's already got built up.
Oh, he heals for a lot.
He goes for the flash stun, and he does flash as well, and they are trying to take him. Pulls back, gets caught in the middle of the team, and he's going to continue fighting that to go down, and both teams going to disengage. No, Katarina's going to flash and ult, trying to get a kill out of that, but does not either. She goes down as well. So Red is going to try to turn this around at this point. So right now, Red should be leaving mid and actually try to rotate bot because, or at least split that and someone go bot because.
Oh no, I'm just curious. Like, what's the time stamp on your screen? I'm at 25:37 right now.
25, 23, 24, 25.
Okay, you're about 15, 20 minutes.
So Trundle trying to assist the Brands, but backing off. Interesting. Yeah, that Tarek was gonna flip around and come from lower, but I mean, I guess Trundle just didn't want to give him a double kill, is my guessing.
Blue team getting themselves another Infernal. Looks like Red wants to make a push on Baron, but Blue team
Well, they're gonna try to go for the, oh, just a hair, few seconds too late. Yeah, blue team's gonna push up river and center lane. Yeah, they have to all group back up at red home because you got the two top pushing that hard. Blue's got to either commit to the mid lane or they're gonna back off, which they are
Looking
going
for
to.
a fight. Looks like they're gonna get a double out of this reach move. Oh no, he's not even gonna get a kill on the brand. Maybe on Annie. Oh, that turnaround. Ezreal with steal.
Oh no, Brand. Trundle does get out of that fight, just barely.
So as far as objectives, blue team is still winning, but in terms of gold, they're about even now, which I wonder if the red team is going to be able to turn something out of that. Ezreal just got the bottom turret, so now they're only behind one turret. As far as the blue side, they are down in Infernal and Stationary kills. But in terms of gold, they actually have 500 over them now, so I wonder what red team is going to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Not a substantial gold lead, but it is something.
yeah, Red's been focusing on trying to get up to that same level as Blue for the gold amounts, so they don't want to be behind on that, because that's been hurting them for a good portion of the game.
Rengar actually almost getting over 100 CS on top of Volley. I'm really impressed by Rengar's amount of CS, even though he got shut down super early. So I like that from red side, that Rengar's still keeping up on the CS. He's not falling that far behind. Yes, he did die at times, but maybe he'll become viable here soon once he finishes the Saber. I think then he'll be able to one-shot someone in the back line.
So we got both teams here close to Blue's center tower, so, I mean, are they just going to dance around? They're going to disengage? Are they going to commit?
Rengar's split pushing in the bot lane. I think that's what they were trying to get Rengar to do, is just split push and look for picks. Because Rengar's been power farming all game. He's got 270 CS at 30 minutes. So that's really good CS, especially for getting shut down that early. I think that's really good on his part, that he kept on CS, kept up on gold, and is split pushing, trying to convert the enemy team so the rest of his team can do something.
Yeah, I mean, the name of the game for Rengar is just farm. So, if Rengar cannot do any kills, he can out-farm a good portion of the people. Volibear does seem to be trying to find that Rengar.
Looks like Volibear might get caught up by the Trundle and Rengar. Nope, they're moving up the river. I'm gonna try to catch up this Kane.
Honestly, Volibear pushed up on bottom that much, like, the two could probably try to collapse on him, but not suggested.
Very good play on Blue's part.
Volibear is gonna teleport in. He goes for the deep flash and throw. Oh, Blue gets all the kills out of that. So that might be Blue's game after that point.
Yeah, no, blue team just took the inhibitor. The metal inhibitor.
Yeah, and then Blue with all the time in the world right now, they're just gonna back off and go try to get that Baron.
Blue team, they are getting the Baron right at this moment. And Kane has a level advantage over Trundle, even though it's one. I feel like he should be able to get the Baron easily. Trundle is looking for the Baron still. Oh, he almost did it.
Trundle tried. He tried.
So home team is red side, right? Like, do they have a team name? What's Blue's team name?
So on the stream I have it UAA, E-Wolves, and then Razzle Dazzle. Blue team in this match is Razzle Dazzle. They were red team last match. So they flipped from each other's respective sides. Yeah, and these team names, I don't recognize any of them, so I just feel like these are teams that were formed for the summer split. Because of my times going to local tournaments and LAN events with the half tournaments out of for League of Legends, I haven't seen any of these names. Good team fight for red at all.
Nah, blue team just ended up winning the match. Very good part. I feel like they had really good coordination with that. I feel like red top pick definitely could have been better. I'm still confused as to why they opted for Miller when there's a lot of other champions that can do that. I mean, she still has enough burst to be able to kill someone in the back line.
Alright, so that then means both teams are going to go into a game 3 for the tiebreaker.
Right.
I will say though, I am going to have to cut this on my end of things. I do need to get some sleep for work in the morning. And so, yeah, I mean, if you have your own stream, OBS, XSplit or whatever, you could tag that on the Summer Series Facebook and take over from.
I don't know how to work all of that. I think I'll probably just watch the final match through League of Legends.
Okay. Alrighty, folks. So whoever is still left here in the viewers section of Twitch, this is AK Shadow calling it a night. Got that work life to deal with, so you guys have a good one.